points race for the women's Omnium.
Geweldig slotspektakel bij de vrouwen. En Omnium, de vierde race, puntenkoers die op dit moment allemaal straks gaat plaatsvinden.
And here's the standings then. Kirsten Wild of the Netherlands already won one world title, now 12 points ahead of Balsamo and 16 points ahead of Eleanor Barker, which is a massive gap. Jennifer Valente there for the United States of America, 96 points. Kajiara is a very good sprinter on these points races on 90. So there's still all the medals to fight for. Remember, we're going to have a points race held over 80 laps, sprints every 10 laps, and double points on the final sprint. Sprints are 5, 3, 2 and 1 for points, and 10, 6, 4 and 2 on the final sprint of the day.
5, 3, 2 en 1 punt. En in de finale 10, 6, 4 en 2.
Is Kirsten Wild going to give her the world title she's been looking for? World champion scratch race. Bronze medalist in 15, silver in 17 in this Omnium contest, and now looking for the rainbow bands. Lisa Balsamo, not sure what's happening there. Lisa Balsamo's got to line up at the bottom of the track, not the top.
Onder in de maan met een blue band voor Italy, Balsamo, voor Poland, Picolet, voor Belgium, Kopek en voor Norway, Stenberg, voor Canada, Beveridge, altijd de start, voor Denmark, Didriksen, voor Russia, Novicharov.
Jennifer Valente of the United States of America.
China, one for Litouwen, Malaysia.
World champion in the team pursuits. Eleanor Barker, Olympic champion in the team pursuits. Some work to do here. Also in the points race, you get 20 points if you take a lap.
Then Eleanor Barker, Great Britain. Kajiara from Japan. Emily Dirksen of Denmark. Annika Stenberg from Norway. Rosalie Buchanan from New Zealand. Gustav Biaga from Spain. Goncharova, Russia. Ivanova, Belarus. Machakova of Czech.
Yumi Kajihara, don't discount her from getting a medal or even challenging Kirsten Wild. She's been dominant in the World Cups. Won the gold in Milton and Santiago in the World Cups. Rolling off from the race starts, and our first sprint will be in 10 laps time. Kirsten Wild just has to keep an eye on Eleanor Barker, Elisa Balsamo principally, and Jennifer Valente. The riders then rolling through, just setting the tempo nice and steady. Kajiara on the front, Barker behind her, Balsamo, then Lotte Kopecky.
Positie zoeken.
Lydia Boylan towards the back in the green of Ireland.
96 voor Barker, 96 voor Lente.
Daar gaat waar ziet de dame uit Litouwen.
And a little bit of an attack at the front comes from the Lithuanian rider, Olivia Balasaita. Going clear now. Decides to swing up the track. And Jamila Machakova goes across. The Ukrainian rider at the front. Will calm down again. Who is going to try their hand to beat Kirsten Wild? Valente goes up to the top. Barker is going to track her all the way. So there's not a negative race here, because we could have a really, really brilliant race if they all go for it. Everyone calming down a bit. There's Eleanor Barker. Inside her, Laurie Burton. Barker riding towards the top of the track this time. No one around about her. 4 laps to go to the sprint. Anita Stenberg is the rider who's on the attack right now. Rides for Norway. She's joined up here with the Lithuanian rider, Olivia Balasaita. On the front of the peloton in the black, Rushley Buchanan. Swings up the track, lets the next rider come through. No one too concerned right now. Now the Omnium competition is 4 races, and it's all about points accumulated now to the overall leaderboard. Anita Stenberg is lying the top 10 with 58 points. First sprint is coming up. Balasaita in the yellow, Stenberg in the red. Who's going to take the first and all-important points? Valente looks to be going for this already. So Valente looking for some points to put herself into the bronze medal position. Balasaita takes ahead of Stenberg, Valente, Kajihara, Kirsten Wild, sensing a bit of danger. Balasaita takes 5, Stenberg 3. Kirsten Wild just rolls across. Wild now on 112, Balsamo on 100, Valente clear in 3rd place with 98. And the group of riders coming back. The peloton not going to let that go with Valente and Wild in it.
67 laps still remaining.
The point situation then, Wild on 112, Balsamo on 100, Valente on 98. Bit of an attack now from Rushley Buchanan of New Zealand. She makes a move. Team Pursuit World Championship bronze medalist. Immediately onto her wheel goes the Swiss rider, Andrea Valdis. And the next rider in the string, moving up then, is the Polish rider, Daria Pikulik. And also up there is the Russian rider, and that is Alexandra Koncharova. The group of riders going clear, 6 riders on the attack. Doesn't look like any of these riders would trouble the overall lead. It would help them out a little. 63 laps to go. The family of Kirsten Wild looking a little nervous right now. And on the front then, the Russian rider, Alexandra Koncharova. 6 riders at the front. 2 riders trying to come across. Laurie Burton and Lotte Kopecky. Just going to help. Oh! Big crash. Daria Pikulik sliding down the track. And it is 5 points to Rushley Buchanan. Behind her, Mila Mashakova. It was a big crash from Daria Pikulik. A little bit shaken. See exactly what happened then. Just a touch of wheels. But 5 riders now at the front, trying to take a lap on the rest of the field. Rushley Buchanan took 5, Machakova 3, Wilders 2, and Povarova with 1. Hopefully we'll see the standings in a second. Haven't changed too much. Daria Pikulik just being attended to. This is what happened. And yep, literally, she hit the back wheel of the rider in front. Once you do that, there is nowhere to go. 5 riders still clear. These riders, even if they take 20 points, don't really trouble the lead of Kirsten Wild. Lotte Kopecky, though, this would move her into the silver medal position if she can take a lap. It's an interesting move by Laurie Burton and Lotte Kopecky. And now Eleanor Barker is going to do something about it. So she accelerates hard. 55 laps to go. Still on the front of the race. The group of riders being led by the Belarusian rider. That's Paulina Pivarova. Rushley Buchanan also in that group. Kirsten Wild moves up to the top of the banking. The Swiss rider, Andrea Walders, in this group of 5. So Machakova, Walders is in there, the Belarusian, Pivarova, Rushley Buchanan. And the other rider in there, the Russian rider, is Alexander Koncharova. Behind them, 2 riders on their own, Lotte Kopecky and Laurie Burton. And then a little group back to Anita Stenberg and Kajiara and Barker and Gudrun Stock. Looks to me like this group of 5 may well take a lap. No point there being a sprint. In terms of the peloton, but Rushley Buchanan takes the 5. So she's accumulating a few points here. And when she gets to the front, she's going to move herself well up in the standings. So, 5 riders about to take a lap. Buchanan, Machakova, Pivarova, and also Koncharova takes a lap. Wilders is the other rider who takes a lap. Confirmation sprint number 3, Rushley Buchanan takes 5, coming up to the 10-minute point. Daria Pikulik just a little bit shaken and upset after that bad crash, but she's okay. 20 points to these 5 riders: Buchanan, New Zealand, Wilders, Machakova, Goncharova, Pivarova. Top of the standings now. It's not changed too much, but Rushley Buchanan's moved up into 6th place. Those of you waiting to find out what is going to happen with the women's sprint straight after this race. Rushley Buchanan just spinning along in the middle of the group, having taken that 20 points.
Met weer op de top Anita Stenberg. Is het ook niet te winnen voor vrouwen. Want haar tijdens de...
And right now, Kirsten Wild is having an armchair ride. No one is attacking her.
Krijgen we nu weer de aanval van de dame uit de Oekraïne.
Is anyone prepared to give it a go? 44 laps to go. A little bit of an attack then by the Ukrainian rider, but we kind of need someone like Barker, Valente, Balsamo to go on the attack and try and trouble Kirsten Wild, because at this moment in time she's riding to the gold medal. Lydia Boylan moves up. Not had her best Omnium race. Kirsten Wild now goes to the front to challenge for the sprint. 41 laps to go. Barker's going to challenge her as well on the outside. Balsamo also there. Moving up is Jennifer Valente. This is a furious sprint between these riders. And it looks like Valente is going to work her way through as well. She beats Helena Barker. So Valente is moving more firmly into the bronze medal position. Kirsten Wild extends her advantage. Right now there is no beating her.
From Japan.
13 minutes of racing gone, and Kajara's on the front, followed by Amelia Dietrichson, followed by Elisa Balsamo. Here's the standings after 4 sprints. Kirsten Wild right now is a bit untouchable, 117 points, Balsamo 103, Valente with 100, then Barker, then Kajara, then Buchanan. That's the top 6 so far.
Top bij het klassement. Daar gaat Lydia Boylan again, the rider from Ireland, with another ride from Buchanan from New Zealand, with Stock,
moving up then, Elisa Balsamo. Buchanan still on the front of the peloton. Amelia Dietrichson currently lying 8th overall as the former world champion of the road race. Shame she had a little bit of sickness before these World Championships. Gudrun Stock there in the wide. Dietrichson goes on the attack. Dietrichson's got 82 points. So a 20-point gain would put her up into the medals ahead of Jennifer Valente. Dietrichson now puts in a turn with Gudrun Stock. With combination going on here at the front of this race to try and steal one of the medals. Dietrichson and Stock working well. Valente's trying to get some help to bring this back, but so far she's getting none, as Kirsten Wild's not really bothered about it. Jennifer Valente looking around to ask for a little bit of assistance. Gudrun Stock and Dietrichson look to have very, very tired legs out here. But the pace has certainly gone out to the peloton, which means they are going to start to open up a gap. And Dietrichson now starts to pedal a little harder. 1 lap to go to the next sprint. 5 points go to Amelia Dietrichson, with Gudrun Stock getting 3. 30 laps to go. Dietrichson has a glance across to see what's going on. 2 points to Kajara, 1 point to Valente. Barker immediately senses a little bit of danger. 16 minutes of racing gone, and Diedrichsen and Stock have still got this advantage. Big attack by Eleanor Barker. Someone's got to try and break the stranglehold of this race. Looks like there's another attack going on by Balsamo, trying to get rid of Kirsten Wild. Wild immediately rides across.
Ja, Diedrichsen en Stok komt in de problemen. Bij de laatste zit de wedstrijd. 12-27
Diedrichsen's now trying to go on her own. A little bit in the style of Cameron Meyer. Balsamo can sense the danger of Amelia Diedrichsen, because right now she would go into the silver medal position. Wild is not helping. Has Diedrichsen got anything left? Only 26 laps to go. Looks to me like Kirsten Wild is about to win her second world title in these championships. Everyone looks around at each other. Wild looks at Balsamo. The domination of her younger opponent going on. And now Amelia Diedrichsen could be heading for a medal. Ashley Buchanan goes on the attack. Gudrun Stock and Diedrichsen now get down to business and try to get across. Ashley Buchanan still about half a lap's lead with 24 laps to go. Suddenly, it looks like this lap is going to be possible. Gudrun Stock is going to move on to 78 points, but Diedrichsen would move on to 107, and Diedrichsen would become the silver medalist, and Elisa Balsamo has a problem here. Diedrichsen, can she close the gap? She needs to do it soon. Balsamo trying to stir up a little bit of eagerness on the front of the peloton, but there's some tired legs out here. Diedrichsen is away. She is not far from the back of this peloton. Diedrichsen can see a silver medal now in front of her. Great performance by the Danish rider. World champion on the road, double world champion on the road. Here's a junior, world champion as an elite. Diedrichsen is going to do it. Amelie Diedrichsen is about to take the lap, which means another 20 points onto her title, which puts her into the silver medal position. Amelia Diedrichsen takes 20 points. Great ride by Amelia Diedrichsen. She will now Diedrichsen. My points total isn't showing correct, so Diedrichsen is going to move into the second position, but she's now only 5 points behind Kirsten Wild. Amelia Diedrichsen has got a chance to take this world title, and Kirsten Wild has let the young Dane rider back into this race. 5 points between the two of them with 17 laps to go. If Diedrichsen takes some points here and Wild doesn't, then it would come down to the last couple of sprints. Lotte Kopecky goes clear. Well, Kirsten Wild's made a little bit of an Amelia Diedrichsen come back like this. Diedrichsen can now sit on the wheel and she could take the world title. Diedrichsen, we know, has got a good sprint on her, so Wild, has she miscalculated the power of the young Danish rider? This is really close. The standings then, Wild on 117, Diedrichsen on 112, Buchanan on 106. The New Zealanders moved up into third place. So this has turned completely on its head. Lotte Kopecky trying to go across. Amelia Diedrichsen needs this race to come back together. And it looks like Kopecky, in fact, Mashakova and Stenberg are going to take a lap now. They're a long way behind. This is turning into quite a race. Didrikson needs to score some points to put herself in with a chance of beating Kirsten Wild. Is Didrikson just going to try and beat Kirsten Wild in the last sprint? That's not going to be enough. 10, 6 and 4. So Didrikson's basically going to try and beat Kirsten Wild and hope that someone gets second place to win the world title. Kirsten Wild's made a little bit of an error in her tactics here, but she may just well be feeling very strong. She had everything. She had totally in the driving seat, and she's let a young Danish rider who is a bit of a nemesis come back at her. What a race this is. Tactically, Didrikson is so clever. When she won the world title in Qatar, no one even mentioned her as a possible world champion on the road. They thought she would do it in a few years' time. Suddenly the family of Kirsten Wild are a bit worried. So Wild, Balsamo and Didrikson, and what Didrikson's hoping is that she can win the sprint and Balsamo can take second and Wild gets third. But in the meantime, they have to catch Lydia Boylan and Lotte Kopecky, because they're taking the points. Balsamo on the front for Didrikson. Is this going to come back? Wild has now manoeuvred Didrikson into the front. This is a very, very difficult finish to this race. Wild is quite happy with the way this race is going. 6 laps to go. Didrikson needs this race to come back together. Oh, there's almost a touch of wheels then. It's so cagey in here. What is Didrikson going to do? What is Wild going to do? Balsamo now makes the acceleration. Balsamo has got 3 points of a difference between her and Rushley Buchanan for the bronze medal. Buchanan could be taking bronze for New Zealand here as well. This sprint is coming down to a few riders, but they have to score points. And right now, Lotte Kopecky and Lydia Boylan are taking away the points. And Kirsten Wild is riding for the world title. Are they going to do it before the sprint? They're all over the place. Kopecky and Boylan trying to take the lap. They're going to run out of time. Kopecky actually is heading for a world title, for a medal as well. If she can get there, she could move herself into the medals. They're so close. They're running out of laps. 2 laps to go. But as things stand, this means that Didrikson would finish silver. Oh, it's so tight in here. This is very, very close. Kirsten Wild is looking for the final points. Barker's looking for it as well. 1 lap to go. Balsamo, oh, Wild is leaning on Eleanor Barker. Meanwhile, Lotte Kopecky takes 10. Boylan takes some points. Wild is going to be the world champion. Wild takes it. Kirsten Wild wins the world title. Kirsten Wild takes the world title. Amelia Didrikson takes the silver medal. Rushley Buchanan, I think, will just hold on to take the bronze. Well, it looked like she might have miscalculated the attack of Amelia Didrikson. 2 world titles for Kirsten Wild. What a race. That was an absolute nail-biter at the finish. Kirsten Wild will win with a 9-point advantage on Amelia Diedrichsen, and Rushley Buchanan of New Zealand will take the bronze medal. Elisa Balsamo 1 point behind, then Valente in 5th, then Barker in 6th. She is on the form of her life here on this track. Amelia Diedrichsen happy with a silver medal in this World Championship. She gave it a good go. And Rushley Buchanan, she sneaked up, didn't she, into the standings with that lap take. Kirsten Wild takes the world title, 1-2-1 to 1-1-12 of Diedrichsen, a 1-0-6 of Rushley Buchanan. Oh, the atmosphere is a bit special in here tonight. There's the rundown of the rest of the riders. But meanwhile, Kirsten Wild is celebrating with an entire Dutch crowd. So far, they've had a great World Championship. Very impressive by Kirsten Wild.